We left off stealth cruiser loadout, the second loadout, like variant B. So let's continue and see where we left off. Yeah, the hull is not looking too hot. So we probably want to save scrap for repairs, first of all. And then I think I wanted to upgrade my weapon systems. That's going to take 75 more. So then we would be able to use the charge plus glaive beam. I actually can probably sell the halberd beam, because when you already have a glaive beam, I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense to have another type of beam. Just one beam, the best beam, and, you know, other weapons can help take down shields is probably a good strategy there. And once we get the glaive beam plus charge ion going at once, I was thinking of going for upgraded, or going to install shields on the ship finally, because it's getting harder and harder without shields. Anyway, we're at a store, but it looks like I've already spent everything on probably repairing the hull. Okay. So where are we at here? Long-range sensors are showing this is close to a nearby sun, so without shields, that's extremely bad. So I'm not going to go there. I think I'll gamble on the distress beacon. Let me just make sure everything is in tip-top. O2, 100%. Looks like everybody's working at their station. Let me close that door. Okay. You locate a nearby human mining colony where an unknown disease has spread virulently. They are setting up a quarantine to contain it, but a riot has broken out. I think maybe having a mantis actually makes this work out well. Because I do have a mantis on the crew. I don't remember. I'm gonna try it, though. Uh-oh. With the visible threat of your weapons, the infected become subdued enough for you to set up a rudimentary quarantine. However, before you leave, one of your crew presents signs of infection. You have no choice but to leave them on the station in the hopes that they will discover a cure quickly. You leave before more crew succumb. Damn. Okay. Well, it is a gamble. I guess we'll put another human on navigation. Still got 4 crewmates. That's decent. It's not devastating. Just gotta be careful from now on. The only thing this beacon offers is a view of deep space and a brief respite from battles. For some, this must be a welcome refuge. I would imagine. One moment, guys. Okay. So there's nothing here. I believe we can do 2 more jumps before the rebels catch up. 1, 2. Well, on the third jump, they'll catch up, so we don't want that, I think. So let's just do 2 more beacons, and then we'll have to get out of here. So we'll go to this one, and then the exit. There's nothing here but space debris and some uninhabitable planetoids. Okay. See, it's kind of borderline. So I didn't want to risk it. I don't like fighting the rebel fleet. So let's just go to the exit from here. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It does not seem to want to engage you and your ship. Okay, well, if it's more for transport than combat, let's give it a try. Let's demand surrender of their goods. And then we have to fight them. Oh, they are actually fairly well prepared to fight, if you ask me. They have 3 weapons and 2 levels of shields. They are trying to escape. Okay. Whoops, I should have had that paused. Okay. Alright, let's try and knock the shields down and then do the halberd beam. Ouch. Okay, I'm gonna cloak now. Oh, oh wait, I just realized... Okay. We actually don't want this to shoot anything. Just yet. But since the shield's down to 1, let me try and do some damage to it. It's my mistake. Okay, we can help fix the engine room here. Looks like we didn't do much to the damage the enemy, but oh well. I'm messing up already. This is not good. Okay. Ion is fully charged. Albert Beam is about to be ready. Let's hit the shields. And they got away. Oh well. That was a tough one for us. Dealing with even just 2 levels of shields is a little bit hard. Got these 2 guys to heal up. Holo's in very bad shape now. We can go to the civilian sector in hopes that it's easier. Which intends to be easier than the Uncharted Nebula. Welcome to a new sector. Get to the exit beacon and jump to the next sector before the pursuing rebels catch you. Looks like we got some nebula here. We're actually decently equipped to handle nebulas, so we can kind of go this way. You receive a message from a small refugee convoy. Hail, we'd like to help you on your mission, but don't have much to offer. If you have extra metal, perhaps we could work on your ship. Okay. They offer to upgrade your piloting subsystem in exchange for some scrap. That's a good deal. Let's do it. You let their team on board, and after a short time, they finish their work. Okay. I kind of need that scrap to repair, but it was still a good deal, so... You gotta take what you can get. Let's check the distress beacon. You have encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board. Hail them. As you hail the freighter, it advances, weapons bristling from its hull. It's a pirate ambush. 4 weapons. Yikes. Okay. Get some power. At least he doesn't have any missiles. 3 lasers and an ion. He's got a cloak, though. Where's that ion going? Okay, I'm gonna cloak now. I want to get 3 charges on our ion weapon. Okay. Now we attack his shields. And... trying to think the best way to go here. We can attack the cloak, his piloting, and his shields. That's a decent way to go, I think. Okay, we did some damage. And we're about to die. Oh, gosh. Alright, I'm gonna get 3 guys into the weapon room to try and fix that up. Are we dead? Well, we were close to dead there. This shot might kill us. Oh, we got 1 hull left. Okay, ion doesn't do damage, but we're still in trouble. That shot's probably gonna kill us. Okay. I've beaten the game before. I've beaten it 3 times in my life, but this ship is a tough one. We'll do a restart. Okay, so this text is always the same at the start of the game. It's data carrying data that's vital for the remaining Federation fleet. We know that. So one thing I've pretty much figured out is early on, you actually want to upgrade your cloak to level 3. Because that'll make it easier for you to cloak, and then for your glaive beam to charge up and be ready to shoot before your cloak ends, basically. So, Hopefully we get a little luckier this time. We'll see how it goes. Asteroid field. You do not want to get into an asteroid field with no shield, so that's going to be a no-no there. We can try this. It's hard to see why, but this beacon is apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships at the small station is offering a deal. I don't want either drones or missiles, so I'm going to ignore. There's a store. We don't have enough scrap to make any use of it, so let's keep going. You arrive at a populated sector. One merchant seems to be mass broadcasting a request for a mercenary ship to aid him. Shall we respond? Why not? Your ship seems reasonably equipped. A freighter carrying a shipment of my goods is a week late. The fools flew through a pirate-filled sector in their haste, and I fear for the cargo's safety. I'm looking for a less incompetent captain to investigate. Why not? At least you're confident for what little it's worth. Here's their last known location. Okay, quest marker. It's right next to us, so I guess we'll take a look at it. You arrive at the last known location of the merchant's delivery. You begin to scan for the lost ship. After a quick scan, you find a ship being chased by a pirate. This must be the missing delivery ship. You move in to rescue them. Okay. Enemy has a teleporter and a beam weapon. Beam weapons are very bad for stealth ships. But let's see what we can do. Let's power up the cloaking as high as it'll go. And I guess get ready to cloak. We have a border. This is pretty bad. Could try and fight him here. We don't want to take our guy out of the weapon room because he's helping to power it up. Let's try and cloak through the laser attack here. Okay. Looks like the glaive beam is almost ready. Let's try and knock out the weapons quickly. Might even hit the teleport room. Looks like my guy's hurt. And he's gonna have to actually fix the healing room. That's not good. Okay. Well, they don't have weapons, so I can take my pilot in to fight the intruder. At least for now. Alright, let me go back to piloting the ship. Looks like they got shields back online. We'll attack the same way again. There we go. You contact the delivery ship who are grateful for your assistance. They offer you a reward for saving them. Okay. Now we got some scrap to get started here. We need some power for the healing. Looks like Frederick has not been hurt yet. Another distress beacon. I guess we can go here first. Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools and they have tried to shut down your engines. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational and you move into attack. Okay. He's got a pike beam, which is bad. So I want to hit the weapons first. We can attack 4 systems in one shot. Try and cloak through that attack. Okay. Salvage what you can from the debris. 3 fuel, 16 scrap. Alright, now let's check the distress beacon. You arrive at the distress beacon near a small asteroid belt and find a ship with pirate markings partially crushed between 2 large rocks. It must have been illegally mining the belt without proper equipment. Okay, so the blue option is typically what you always want to take. Carefully cut the ship out. You use your beam to make a few precision cuts in the asteroid. The ship gives a quick burst of thrust and the rock crumbles away. They thank you and offer some of the resources they have collected. Okay. Now, we're doing pretty well so far. I want to start by getting a little bit more power. And the next upgrade I think will be the cloaking system. But now we can boost the engines for a little bit more evade chance. Or have that extra power for the medical bay if we need it. So that's a good upgrade to start off. Okay. We got lots of beacons towards the exit, so we don't have to rush. Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL to recharge. So I may take damage, but let's try it. You discover the remains of a ship embedded in an asteroid. It still has some functional missiles. Okay, well, some scrap as well. Okay, let's check this one out. You detect a rebel automated ship nearby. It does not engage and seems to be patrolling around a long-range sensor station. Okay. We can either avoid or attack. Looking at the enemy systems here, it looks like he's got a drone system. Drones are often a problem when you don't have shields, so I'm gonna avoid. Okay. There's a store. Let's try and check out a couple more beacons, and then we can check the store. The distress beacon is coming from a civilian ship. It appears it is being chased by a pirate. Let's aid the civilian ship. You power up your weapons and engage the pirate ship. One thing I've noticed is pirate ships tend to be not as well equipped as rebel ships. So I tend to engage when I hear pirate more often than rebel. So that's one tip for you. Okay, let's see here. I think this line here makes sense. 4 systems. Weapons, shields, engines, oxygen. I think that makes some sense. Try and cloak through that attack. Good. Oh, that's bad. That's gonna reset the glaive beam's cooldown, unfortunately. So we got unlucky there. It happens. We'll try again. The enemy's not that well equipped. The ion weapon doesn't do damage, and the laser is only a single shot, so he's not going to be able to wreck us too quickly. We can't cloak right now, so we'll just have to take that. Oh, not good. Alright, let's try and fix it up. Knocked out the sensors. Oh, you know what? Let's send 2 people on this, because if the oxygen room just gets filled with fire and you can't get in there to fix it, it's really bad. And you don't want to flush oxygen out of a damaged oxygen room. You actually want the oxygen in that room to be able to fix it. Oof. Damn. It means he did damage to my guys that were in there. Okay. I guess I spoke too soon about how powerful the enemy was. We can cloak, though. And the glaive beam is about to shoot, finally. There we go. Okay. Not too bad. A little bit worse than I expected, but not too bad. Alright. Contact the... This is what we get from the pirate ship. We contact the civilian ship. Ooh. Hull repair. Nice. This sector has become increasingly dangerous for friends of the Federation. I think my crew can patch up some of your hull damage as thanks. Okay, let's get everybody healed up. Everything is ready to go. Guess we'll check one more location and then the store. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the databases. Investigate. You land a small shuttle on an enormous field whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, 6-legged horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Oh, it's the My Little Pony event. I guess we could try to communicate. You tried to communicate in every possible way you can, but they just stand there, silently judging you with their large, expressionless eyes. You prepare to leave. I think there's some blue text options if you have the right crewmates. I forget exactly how you can handle that, but I think this is our last chance to maybe check the store, so let's do it now. The Rebel fleet is approaching. The space station here has a traveling merchant who shows you his wares. Well, that's interesting if you have hacking. Weapons are made immediately available after an FTL jump. That's powerful. Expensive, but powerful. Detects the location of any life forms, even when sensors don't function. That could be useful. What can we afford here? There's a page 2. So these selling shields, which we can't afford yet. A drone control clone bay we could afford. Automatically clones dead crew with skill penalty. Taking advantage of micro-cloning. Crew heals partially every jump. Jump heal is passive and requires no power. Okay. There's some crewmates we can potentially buy. We can't get the breach missile, although breach missiles are nice. 4 damage. Breach chance high. These missiles are designed to cause maximum destruction to ship hull armor. Halberd beam we don't want, I don't think. We have a beam already. I think it doesn't make sense to have more than one. This might be good, though. Self-teleporting explosive that uses ion damage to disable systems. Can target your own ship. Requires a missile. Ion damage 4. So what's nice about this weapon is that if it can actually, with 4 ion damage, it can disable 2 levels of shield, like, immediately. The drawback is it requires a missile each time you use it. But it would pair incredibly well with the glaive beam. I think I'm gonna get it. I'll get the ion bomb thing. Because it only takes 1 power. It can knock out 2 levels of shield. And that would be incredibly good with the glaive beam. Because with a glaive beam, all you care about is knocking out enemy shields, because the glaive beam does all the damage. It's the shields you gotta worry about, so... I think that's it, then. We can make 1 more jump before the exit. Okay. What at first seems to be a simple nebula is actually filled with a good amount of debris from a brutal exchange between several ships. Wreckage drifts by your screens and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. We can use improved sensors to scan the wreckage. You scan the battlefield, and with the aid of your sensors, you are able to salvage a moderate amount of material from the wreckage. You prepare to jump. Okay. Not bad. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright. You come across a pirate in hot pursuit of an unidentified ship. You quickly receive a transmission from the pirate. Stay out of this fight and we'll make it worth your while. I think I'll just accept the bribe. The 2 missiles will actually help us, and the 10 scrap, and we don't have to worry about taking any damage or anything. Good choice, son. We've both come out of this richer. I don't think there's any consequence to accepting the bribe on that one. So, we can jump to the next sector. Zoltan or Uncharted Nebula. You see, I think the cloak ships, or the stealth ships, are actually pretty well equipped for nebulas. So I think I'm going to try the nebula. Because I have the advanced sensors, and I have the cloaking. There's a lot of nebula events that actually make use of that. So, I'm going to try it. Alright. We can actually hit more beacons in a nebula too, because the rebel fleet goes slower through a nebula. You can't see anything through the thick gases surrounding your ship. Without knowing what is out there, all you can do is wait for your FTL to charge. Okay. Let's try another nebula beacon. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it is attempting to avoid your ship, you assume that it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. Let's attack. Ooh, he's got 2 shield levels. That's a surprise. He doesn't seem to have any special systems on his ship here. I'm not seeing like stealth or hacking or anything. Okay, let's engage. He's got 2 weapons. It looks like a small beam weapon and a laser. 2 shield levels is annoying, but we can still hit a lot of rooms in one attack, I think. Could do that to start things off. That'll hit 3 system rooms plus an empty room. That's 4 damage to start things off. Okay. Gonna try and cloak through the attack. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's try and fix that as quickly as we can. We'll take him off to fix the weapons. That's starting to look bad. I actually might want to jump from this. Oxygen 2. Huh. Alright. We can use Turing to try and fix the oxygen. I still can't cloak. Oh, good, we missed. Or, we evaded. We can cloak now. No! Alright, I'm gonna cloak. Oof. And they hit our weapons again. That's really devastatingly bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to jump as soon as we can. This is extremely bad. Now we can't jump because our engines are now offline. Okay, oxygen is back. We gotta fix the engines. We're not gonna think about fighting right now. We're just gonna try and fix the engines and get out of here. Okay, this guy needs to heal. Oh man. The door room is on fire. Okay, we're gonna have to pull the pilot off. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Well, we got one bar of engine. Maybe we can go and fix the piloting and get out of here. Screw that plan. I think we're dead. Oh, wow. Wow, this ship is hard. Okay. What ruined us in that fight was having our weapon system hit twice, because the glaive beam is powerful, but it takes a very long time to charge up. So whenever you take weapon damage, it's particularly bad, because then you got to fix the weapon system, and then you got to start the charge over again. And because we got hit twice, we just couldn't get the charge going enough to even fight back, so it was just bad luck. It happens. I'm gonna start in the nebula, I think. Tourist destination. If I had the 2 missiles, I'd definitely take that deal. But I don't. Alright, I do want to... So nebula beacons are kind of high risk, high reward, because they do slow down the rebel fleet temporarily. So if you get lucky and get a good beacon, you can slow down the rebel fleet and potentially visit more beacons in the sector. So it's worrying that the rebels have penetrated so deep into uncharted space. Even if it is only an unmanned craft, it arms its weapons. You should do the same. Oh, what's that? I think he's got a hacking system. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna hack something of me. He's hacking my med bay. That will probably be acceptable. Okay. So we definitely have to hit his weapons. We can hit 3 systems like this with the beam as soon as it charges up. Okay. Where's the ion shot headed? Looks like it's gonna hit the engines. I think I'll let that happen, and I'll try to cloak through the laser shot he's about to do. Okay, we evaded that one. Okay. I'll go ahead and try and cloak through these attacks. Good. Looks like we'll get our shot off shortly here. Nice. Okay. All he has left is an ion weapon active. Looks like we can't go across to the shield. I guess we'll just do the same thing. I think these automated drones have like automated repair systems, so these damaged systems will come back on their own over time. Can't cloak for a few more seconds here. Oh, damn, that means my glaive beam has to reset. That's not good. At least I can cloak now. Okay. We gotta redo the glaive beam. It has to recharge. And then we'll cloak through the attack. Man, still got hit, which happens, but whatever. We'll be alright. Looks like his hacking came back. He hit my sensors. We're about to attack, though. Glaive beam, go! There we go. Got him. Took no damage. Very good. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Okay. That worked out. I think we'll head up this way. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It does not seem to want to engage you and your ship. I'm gonna demand surrender of their goods because we gotta fight, we gotta get scrap. You are prepared to secure their cargo by force. They don't want to fight, they're trying to escape. Okay. Alright, they have a defense drone. And a laser. And a missile. Okay, so we don't care about the drone. It's only going to shoot out missiles, which we don't have. So we do care about damaging their weapons. We can hit 5 systems like this. Hold on a second. Yeah, like that we can hit 5 systems. Let's get ready to cloak. I kind of want to cloak when the missile pops out. Alright. So while you're cloaked, you gain plus 60% to evade chance, which is up here next to the engine. So it was at 75, cloak ended, and now it's down to 15. Anyway, let's see here. You detect faint life signatures from an intact piece of the hull. They were transporting prisoners, and their sole survivor offers to join your crew as a first step on their path to get revenge. Okay. Alright, Steven. We will gladly accept you onto our crew. Go ahead and man the sensors. Okay, what I like to get as my very first upgrade for the ship is another power bar. Alright. There's a distress call we can check out. Let's check out a couple, one or two more beacons over here first. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. Investigate. Okay, so this is once again the My Little Pony event. The six-legged horses. Let's try to communicate peacefully. Oh, here we go. None of your attempts to communicate seem to work. They just stare at you silently. As you prepare to leave, one of the creatures canters forward and forcefully nudges you away from the ship. He seems to want you to follow him. Eventually, they guide you to an old NG ship's crash site. Inside, you are able to find and reactivate an NG. Very nice. An NG is just a race of these guys. They're quite useful because they're good at repairs. So he can man I guess the door room. That's pretty good. 2 additional crewmates just in the first sector. So we're off to a pretty good start here. Alright, let's keep going. You see a small station fitted with hundreds of repair drones. You receive an automated message. We don't know who you are, and we don't care, but this is the right place for some ship repair. Okay. Well, I don't need any repairs, so I'm gonna ignore. Now we need to jump here. Asteroid field. That's really bad. But we have to jump this way. Pirate ship was lying in wait inside the asteroid field. It immediately moves into attack. Okay. So this way we can hit weapons and shields in one attack. We're gonna have to cloak soon, though, because these asteroids are gonna be coming for us. Oh, man. Oof. Alright, I'm gonna open this door and hopefully that flushes out the fire. This is a little door that opens to the space outside, so it'll take all the oxygen out of this room here. Okay, enemy ship is powering up its FTL. Okay. Enemy is in trouble. I'm gonna do the same arc of attack there. Okay, the fire has been put out. We can close that door. Oh my. I'm gonna cloak just so I don't get hit, hopefully, from asteroids now. And, okay, we won. Okay, we took less damage than I thought we'd take from those asteroids. Anyway, the ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Alright, we gotta get out of here. I'm gonna head for that distress beacon. You arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but you detect faint life signatures on board. Alright, let's board the station and look for survivors. All around you is the stench of death and decay. The life sign readings must have been malfunctioning because you really doubt anything could be alive in here. You quickly return to the ship. Okay. At least we got some scrap out of it. Alright, distress beacon. Once you arrive at the location of the distress call, a civilian ship hails you. Thanks for responding to our beacon. Our FTL navigation has gone haywire and we can't plot a course to the nearest depot to get it fixed. Could you lead us there? Sure, we can at least try, right? Take this bit of scrap as a down payment. We'll use your jump signatures to follow you. You're really helping us out here. Okay, so quest marker. Ooh, that's kind of far. I don't think we can get there, actually. Yeah, unfortunately. We're just gonna have to leave these guys at the exit, I guess. The exit beacon. An unidentified ship is badly damaged and still being assaulted by a space pirate. The victim begins a distress message until the pirate cuts in and offers to split the bounty if you sit tight. I guess we'll just accept their bribe because I just don't want to take more damage. Good choice, son. We've both come out of this richer. Okay, next thing I want to do is upgrade my cloaking system to level 3. Because then I'll cloak for 15 seconds, which is really good. With a 15-second cloak, I can usually charge up my my weapon, my glaive beam, before the cloak is complete, so... Alright, let's see here. We can go to one more beacon here and then the exit, I think. We're not going to get to the quest beacon. The only other ship at this beacon messages you. Finally, after months of waiting, someone has fallen into our trap. Okay. Level 3 cloaking. Well, I don't think your trap is going to work because I'm probably going to win this fight, but let's see. He does have a pulse laser, which is kind of bad. And the beam weapon is also kind of bad. Okay, let's see what happens. And he hit the one system that he wasn't allowed to hit. Dang. Alright, I'm just gonna cloak. Holy crap. I'm gonna try and flush the oxygen out of this room. And we'll try and put out the fire in the weapon room. Damn. Looks like Frederick is going to need to get healed. Oh, we lost the oxygen too. That's bad. Alright, we'll try and flush the oxygen from the sensor room. This is starting to look really bad. I do need to get at least one shot off and I'll be okay. Cloak. Okay, we got him. Damn, that was a costly battle. That was not good. Alright, we gotta shut the doors. Let the oxygen return. Now we gotta get everybody healed up. Okay. Guess I gotta save scrap for repairs again.